always wanting more, but not wanting what you have. Once you get it, you just covet more.
When she blow that dope, it's at a leisure. I just sit back, watch her pose like Mona Lisa. She switch it up on me, I cannot keep her. I just caught amnesia. She don't need a nigga for a damn thing. A damn thing. She motivated for a campaign. Thought I had her, but the plans changed. What a damn shame. Guess I stay up in my own lane. Watch the lamps, just take a break for now. Your colors on display for now. See them all over your face right now. I can't let it get away, so now. So I gotta let her know it's not the last time, not the past times. Oh well, but that's fine, I know that that's mine. Just let me know you need some action and passion. Shit, all I know is she in love with that sativa.
Okay, y'all, let's get into this tea time and what I learned today. So the topic of today is you never know who's watching. Okay. So my boo, okay, or my dad's girlfriend was it's her birthday. Woo, losing my trail of thought. Trying to recap everything. It's her birthday. We're meeting up. I decided the last minute because that's me. I really hate planning, even though 24 hours to me before is kind of planning, but yeah, it's planning. So, but I called her. I was like, hey, let me get my camera together. Okay. Because I'm going to keep bumping it. So basically, I invited her out. Hold on. So I just ate, y'all, by the way. So I like to drink something hot, like green tea, it helps, work on that tummy. Okay. So anyway, get back to the topic. I invited her out. We're at, our favorite breakfast spot, and it was cool. We had a good time. She was Jessica you. You know how you are when it's your birthday, you just start acting a little naughty, or you start doing the little stuff that you normally wouldn't do every day. So anywho, and I'm snuggled up actually in the blanket that she bought me. So I just felt, cozy. It's like 72 degrees in my house. I like my house cold. I used to didn't like the cold. Now I've always loved the cold, but just not in the house. So when I go into people's house, I'm like, ooh. But now, anyway, so we're leaving. Food was great. We walked around, tried to walk the food off a little bit, and we were talking off to the side after our little walk, and all of a sudden, I noticed this dude, right? She's standing like in front of me, like if I'm right here, she's right here. So I could see behind her as if she could see behind me. So I'm looking and I'm seeing this dude. I took a glance, I thought he was a bystander. Well, he was a bystander, but he was there. Now, we weren't talking for 10 seconds. We were talking for some minutes, laughing, ha ha ha. He's still there. So I'm noticing he's looking at her. Or looking our way. But, look, let me tell you something. My dad's girlfriend, okay? Brick. House. Okay? Fine. So, she be pulling him or whatever. So, I'll be like, Daddy, you better watch out. But they wouldn't be nobody I recommend though. So anyway, get back to the topic. So we're about to depart and leave for the day. And I had already brought this to attention. I was like, hey, there's this dude. Do not turn around because you'll be so obvious. But I see him looking and he's obvious. Not even like kind of on some, I wouldn't say creep. But he led up to creep vibes. He led up to creep. How about that? So I told her about it. She was aware. We, concluded our conversation and she was walking to her car. I'm walking that way, but I'm still vigilant. I'm still watching. I'm watching her. go to her car or whatever. It's broad daylight, by the way. So she's going to her car. She disappeared for a second on the bush. I was like, and then I saw her again. I was like, okay, because she was probably right there, probably 5 steps, and she would have been at her car. So I go about my day. I'm at home. I walked home, or I went home, or whatever. And I'm on my way home. I get this missed calls. Child, I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't paying attention to my phone. It probably went straight to voicemail. I was like, oh my God. So I thought about dude, right? Why she tell me the dude, she was in her car, securing her car, windows, was up, but she let her window down, okay, no, she saw dude. She's in her car secured. How crazy self. She was like, well, I could have hit him if, things escalated, because she was in her car. So if she's trying to pull out and he's like, hey, can I ask you a question? What the fuck? What do you have to weirdo? Step your game up, fellas. And she was like, blase squaw. What? He was like, hey, you got a man? No, he's like, you single or married? She was like, no, well, I have a man. And she does, my daddy. And so he was like, so I don't have a chance? Hold on, y'all. Who is this calling me? Hold on, y'all. Anyway, I'm back. So, just no game. No, make me laugh. Hey, how you doing? I'm sorry not to be a creep. Just, can I ask you a question? No, because I already put her up on game that you were over there. So the way he had to get over there is he had to walk fast. And so he cut through, because we're trying to figure this out. He cut through probably the parking garage or something and had to really, not run, but he couldn't be walking slow like a cool. He had to kind of have some pep in his step to get to her. So he creeps out and he asks her this. Y'all, it's weird out here in 2023. Like, they don't even know how to communicate and approach you. Like, she said she wasn't, she was okay. She would have hit us behind. But, like, dude, anybody, don't do that. And so, you never know who's watching, okay? So, ladies, always be vigilant. And my night creepers, y'all like to be out at night. Keep you something, okay? So, here's some pointers, let me tell you some things that I do. So as she was talking to me and telling me, I was like, you should start scratching. But, I'm thinking, like, if she was in front of him or something, start scratching down there. She was like, yeah, and then tell him I have my medication. You got to act just as creepy as these folks out here now, okay? Another thing you can do, like when you're in a dark parking lot, you should have an alarm system on your car, okay? If you do, hit the panic button. It was this little diva I used to work with, love her. We fell out and then made up. That's the only person I've ever fallen out with and made up with at the same time. I think, at work at least. Yeah, at work. So she would always throw off her car alarm or, hit her car alarm. I'm like, you so extra. But that was genius. Like, everybody, what happens when you hear a car alarm? You like, is that my car? So if anybody's trying to creep up on her, it's going to be all eyes on them. Because you've already brought attention to yourself by hitting your panic button or setting your alarm off. Okay. But yeah, another thing, going back to the whole itchy, yeah. When you walking through a parking deck, you start scratching and start running towards your car. Oh my God, it itches, it burns. So anyway, you guys never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. She had no idea. Her energy, I guess she felt safe where we were. I did too. I relatively feel safe. But since I had my child with us, I was, vigilant. And my radar is always up. So yeah, when I saw him, but you never know who's watching, y'all. Never. Comment below, let me know what you guys have experienced. But it's real out here. And you just be trying to mind your business. And so another thing, okay, let me get to that. So I was watching this influencer and he was against dating online. Okay. And so, I was following him. I was like, yeah, because that's all I do is date online because I don't go anywhere. I'm an introvert. I literally do not go anywhere. They're like, how you gonna meet the plumber? You gonna meet the maintenance man? How you gonna meet people? So, but yeah, I date online. And online is just, these men look different. I haven't been serious about dating online in a minute, but now these men really look different. And so I tied this in a knot because I might start wearing this just in case. Y'all like, what is going on? I tied this little blanket and I have in a knot just in case, this might be my tea time attire. So, but anyway, what was I talking about? Okay, so I really forgot what I was about to. Tea. Thank you, T. But yeah, like I said, the influencer was talking about not dating online. I was following him, but then with this situation that happened today, no. It doesn't matter where you meet people. There are creeps everywhere. They just weren't online at the time. He probably had a dating profile. But y'all, I have met more creeps out than I have online because I've been doing it so long, I can tell, even if he doesn't say anything. First of all, he doesn't say anything in his profile. I just keep it moving no matter how handsome he is. Say something. Filters, next. Like, there's certain ways that I can tell his personality. But, for somebody who doesn't date online, this is their first time, they're going to fall into all types of traps. Do not get on POF. Don't do that. And I might, if you guys give me enough likes or comments, maybe I'll go into that. But I've been dating forever. Not saying I didn't make any mistakes, but I've been dating online for a long time. And the way that I am now dating or trying to date, it's just no tolerance. And they have no tolerance neither, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad about that. But yeah, y'all, throw that out the window. If you're like, I don't want to date online, but you meeting creeps out here. And then, unless you know somebody very, very close, like your homegirl's cousin or something, and they're really close and they know him and he's, newly single, I recommend somebody who's getting out of a marriage because they've already been through like a whole entire marriage. So if you get them to have your expectations, first of all, they might want to go through whole city. So make sure, they're not in whole city right now and they're, looking for somebody to bond with. Because I heard a bonding method for men is when they're under stress and when they're going through something. So if you want him to, be more attached to you, maybe get him on a high stress, be there for him in a high stress time. I don't know. Never tried it. Just heard it. Chemistry. Anyway, that's it for my tea time. What I learned today is somebody's always watching. And they might be watching you now. guys looking? What do you think? Okay, what is this? Look at this. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And it stops today. Sometimes okay. Sometimes this is a contribution to why you're clouded or sad or you're clustered. Because mess. Okay? Because of your mess. This is why. See, my issue is clothes. I love to do laundry, but don't like to fold. Look at this. But I got a solution. So, yeah, y'all. This is real life, and this is a mess. If you look like this, declutter the mind. Peace. Okay, y'all. Finally, I got it done. Whew, much better. See, nothing on the floor. I mopped, y'all. I feel so much better. So we just got these totes just until I'm able to hang up everything. Look at all these clothes. Look at my son's clothes. A lot of this stuff is double hangered, if that's a word. Look at my little bitty stuff. I need to give it away, but I'm tired, y'all. God. Don't let me let it get like this no more. I should do a check-in every month. All right, y'all. Y'all, okay. So I have my iPad, so I'll probably look a little crazy. But y'all, I am in disbelief at all the stuff that we have. And I'm a slick clutter. No, hoarder, clutter. Child, look. So let's talk. I just have to share this. So this is one of the things I do miss about corporate and going into the office. You do learn a lot. You learn a lot about yourself. You grow, even if it's toxic. So basically, the reason why I said a cluttered mind. Can I help you? The reason why I said a cluttered mind, cluttered house is a cluttered mind. Let me tell y'all what happened. Story time. So when I was working in corporate, I met this guy, and he was into like Reiki. He was like studying Reiki master, and he was into healing and crystals and all of that. So basically, and he was. Oh, and I'm gonna come to something else, but with him, he grew up single. He grew up in small town. His dad was like Iranian or something, or Middle Eastern, and his mom was white, and so or Caucasian, and so his dad was not in his life. Pause. So there have been several times where I have met women who didn't grow up with their father, guys who didn't grow up with their dad, or women who were divorced and they're the dad wanted nothing to do with their kids. y'all, they were not black. They were non-melanated. So I don't know the statistics, but I know I've had run-ins with people. So we're not the only ones, the people who look like me, that are sitting up here making all these kids or whatever. So anyway, but of course, if you are not exposed to any other cultures, you're just going to be focused on, you know, the predominantly who you hang around. But y'all, get out. So anyway, back to him. So he was like, we would have conversations. He was like, really smart guy. He was like, make up your bed. Cause I think I would just be an oversharer, you know, because I don't have friends. I'm an introvert. So I would be an oversharer. So I don't know. I can't even remember the conversation, but okay. There's this lady there who would work, and that would agitate me because we were super busy, y'all. Super busy. And one thing I can't stand is a slacker. When we all, you know, grinding and you coming in half stepping. So basically, she would come in. It'd be 8 o'clock. You coming in, throwing your stuff down. And then you want to go do whatever you got to do in the bathroom. Take up 10, 15 minutes, and we're busy. So, like I said, when I am busy, I could be overzealous when it comes to a position I'm in, especially when it's sales and you are supporting me. And then there's everybody else performing in your position better than you. So I had a problem with her. Okay, you following me? I'm just coming to the side. Okay, coming back to the coworker who said make your bed. He kept telling me to make my bed. In the conversations, I think I said my house was messy. I don't know. So I make my bed, you know, listening to him, and it just looks like my eyes. Are they doing that by themselves? That's okay, guys. Stop. Is that me? Wait, am I? No, I'm tripping. I'm tripping, y'all. So anyway, I make up my bed, go to work, same day. And I go off on this lady, y'all. Go off. Like, okay, I hope I'm not looking like a crazy lady, but I got this iPad, so y'all just have to take it. Okay, so let me make this. Y'all, I don't know what I said, but when I go off, I'm a Cancer. When we go off because we could take so much, y'all, you ready to fight. I told her, maybe I text her. I can't remember. You are no performing. You're not performing as good as such and such. And you know, everybody else had the same sentiment. Everybody else had the same issue with her. But of course, I had to say something. Just be quiet, girl. I don't do well in corporate. Maybe while I have a segment or I'll discuss that. I've never done well in corporate. And so we got into it. You insulted me, whatever she said. I don't remember, but I think that stemmed from me making my bed, feeling accomplished, and anything that was bothering me, I addressed it. That's pretty much my point. That's the central message of the story. So fast forward, me and her ended up making up. I ended up apologizing to her, but you'd be surprised when you make little clean your room, make up your bed, clean the bathroom, declutter your closet, and you will be surprised what issues you may have that need to be addressed, how it may uplift your spirit if you're feeling down. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm still working. This is a hot mess. I'm embarrassed. What I got nothing to say. But today is a pretty easy breezy day. It's raining outside, but guys, what y'all do today? Sheesh. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm back.
True beats. True